Hey guys, back to another channel, another day, another banger. Two Fresh IX here. Today we are back with another Doki Doki Literature Club video. I was gonna post part 2, but part 1 it did presumably okay based off the average views I've been getting. So make sure to follow my socials down here. And we're not even gonna cut straight into the intro. We're just gonna go straight from where we were. Alright, so I think last time Aoki forgot their name, so let's just go with Natsuki. Alright, Wookie's scared because I've been reviewing the game and I heard some bad shit about her, bro. Fresh IX, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to hear it. Painful to think about? Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I'll tell you what to improve, but you better off trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyways, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Shit's low-key simple. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That shit's hot ass.
Baby, I'm afraid to fall in love. What if it's not still?
Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just being honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
It's sophisticated, you illiterate fuck.
So people don't even take writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I like to set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. But if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, next poem. We're saving Monica for last, bro. I feel like she's important to the story. So we're going with Yuri. Oh my. Alright, her shit's about to be the longest. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I hear that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. That's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It shows that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and have been through that myself. I forgot the rest. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, in other words? My fault.
I'm afraid to fall in love. Wait, so what if it's time to begin?
In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit two together. The end result is that both the styles and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if the demeanor totally changed. Her stammering is completely gone and sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not stuff you could be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but all comes with practice by learning an example, trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased how? Uh, um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share the pieces and process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Yo, I can't read this!
Illiterate fuck.
The I'm gonna try my best. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sticking blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I would even think that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. To be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Gotta drink water to keep you high. Alright, my phone. Not again. Gotta drink water to keep you hydrated, you know? That's why you always gotta keep some water on you. Stay hydrated, kids. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, This story isn't about ghosts at all, Fresh IX. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over at all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their world. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbiotically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot of Solomon putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. So that's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah, you know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Fresh IX. Me too. Alright, finally, we're at Monica's. Hi, Fresh IX. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activity or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Fresh IX. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Oh, they're reading my poem, I bet. Great job, Fresh IX. Oh, I don't get to see it. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's very metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolization. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, so I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while, but I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find a new kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Let's read it then. Alright. Alright, it's something long. It's something long. Alright, let me say. I gotta say lock. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retains already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep. stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Oh, okay, that's alright. Chad, that's actually low-key tough. That's actually kind of deep. That's actually kind of deep. So, what do you think? Hmm. It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, it's not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I switched up the words on accident. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It influenced my poems a bit. An epiphany? What the fuck is that word? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strong. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, that part is over. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the... My fault. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if it be just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all, I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes went on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. I think here's this cute... Cute? Did she completely miss the symbolization or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. Well, I did have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions. I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and I did not like that shit. I'm gonna be honest. That shit was hot ass.
Baby, I'm afraid to fall in love. Wait, what if it's time to begin?
So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time stabilizing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Fresh X likes my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member here. Eh? That's not what I. You're just a bit. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Professor X's peer appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I'd deliberately go out my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. I'm not doing that shit. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve. What the fuck am I playing? I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was sitting there. Me. She just trying to make me look bad. Not true. She started it. If she can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple running is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all over convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Well, wait, did the video? Y'all got that. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Professor X? Well, how did I get tracked into this? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree upon, they'll probably think of me more highly. So, oh, I gotta choose. Alright, hold on. Alright, bet. We're gonna go with help me, sorry. Natsuki. Natsuki glares at me, dying up at any words I had in my mouth.
She said, baby, I'm afraid to fall in love. Wait, so what if it's not reciprocated? She said, baby, I'm afraid to fall in love. Wait, so what if it's not reciprocated? She said, baby, I'm afraid to fall in love.